Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Central Park Rangers Red Army Soccer as they're preparing to take on Vale SC at home this evening. Kickoff scheduled for 6:30, and if you look at your clock, you can see it's just a couple minutes past. We're going to be a little bit delayed here. Not 100% sure what the delay is for, but as soon as we see them stirring and action about to begin, we'll let you know, and we'll come back with intros, lineups, and kickoff. I'm going to be Derek Bullier, joined by Matt Lebov, and we'll have action for you all hopefully soon and hopefully in just a little bit.
They say that New York never stops moving. Here, everybody's chasing something: money, success, recognition. But us, we're chasing a feeling. That feeling when the lights go on, the city disappears for 90 minutes, and strangers become teammates, and teammates become family. Because family is what happens when you've been around for over 25 years. There's no contracts, no $1 million stadiums, no headlines waiting for us in the morning. In a city where everybody's passing through, we have found something worth staying for. This club isn't built on fame. It's built on the late train ride home, sharing water bottles, and showing up for each other. This is more than a team. It's community, it's belonging, it's New York. Because in the biggest city in the world, you're never alone when you're a Ranger.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back as we're looking to finally get started here in New York City. The Central Park Rangers Red Army, they're taking on Vale SC. It's number 1 and number 2 in the American WPSL Conference. A bit of a delay here. It's about 18 minutes past 6:30, but we are going to get underway. We are going to have WPSL action here for you all. And again, I am Derek Blair, joined by Matt Lebov, and these two teams faced off before earlier in the season, ended in a 3-0 victory by Vale. And that's a big reason why they're number 1 in this conference. Pretty handedly, 12 points over the Rangers, I believe 8. So it's definitely going to be a tough match for the Rangers, but they're coming off a really big moment yesterday. You want to talk about that more, Matt?
Yeah, well, it was a fantastic win for them, and they're heading to nationals because of how big of a win it is. Today, obviously, you want to try and get revenge for such a big loss like that, but they're playing it safe. They have a couple players rotating, a couple players coming in and out. But you're right, Derek. What a moment it was for them yesterday. Absolutely huge.
The moment we have talked about, tiptoed around a little bit as we are underway here. The Red Army, they're going to be in red going left to right. Vale, they're in white going right to left. And that moment we're talking about in the UPSL season, not the WPSL, but the UPSL, where they just won their region after defeating one of the top teams. And excuse me, it's actually the Rangers. They're moving right to left in white as they have a moment here in the box, but it's going to get cleared by Vale in red. Excuse me, both these teams red and about the same shade, so CPR, the Red Army, in white instead. They're home white since Vale in red. But the UPSL season
Hard to
in their
tell.
region.
Hard to tell with the new uniforms.
Of course,
A little
these new
different now.
uniforms. Beautifully made new uniforms for these Red Army players. And speaking of those same players, they've got a slightly different rotation out there this evening than normal. A lot of the players on the UPSL and WPSL squads play for both. And with such a big win yesterday, a lot of them getting rest. So a bit of a different lineup. You still have Bielma in the backfield. Cassandra Joseph didn't play yesterday, but she'll play today for the WPSL squad. Barrero and Widger. Barrero in midfield and Widger, of course, in goal. But then some names you're not necessarily going to be used to. Langer and Bogner in the backfield. Griffiths as well. Burke and Rodriguez up as strikers, wingers. Ramajayam as well. So some new faces, some new names that we're seeing here.
And Well, the Rangers have had some good options at a goalkeeper, especially as of late. Widger coming all the way from Ireland, I believe, great with their feet and pretty reliable. In addition, the other day, their other goalkeeper saved a huge penalty to secure their win, so huge confidence boost for the defense, that must be.
Yeah, absolutely. When you can just rely on whoever's in front of that goal as heavily as these Rangers have been able to, it's really good. Just been knowing that if a mistake is made, you've got your goalie behind you. Bit of a tackle there, 2 players going down. Ends up out of play. It's going to go Vale's way. And again, they're moving left to right in red. Right to left in white is the Red Army. So they've held quite a bit of the possession here to start this match. And again, their last time meeting on the road for the Rangers ended 3-0 as a loss. One of their biggest losses of this WPSL season. They're also coming off a quite disappointing loss. About 2 weeks ago, they lost to the Kingston Capitals 2-1. That was actually Kingston's first points of the season after losing their first, I believe, 5 matches. Got a win against the Red Army, and it was a match that saw a lot of really good possession from Central Park. They just weren't able to put anything in the net.
The ball's moving pretty quickly here, both sides. Central Park kind of known for their high possession style. Vale kind of doing something similar so far. A lot of high pressing as well. Central Park kind of went away from that usual style last game, though. I suppose anything to close out the game. Defensive style and play a little bit more on the counter, just kind of absorb pressure, especially late. But I think we'll see them back to their basics and try to get that ball moving quickly today.
Yeah, they've had some good possessions in front of the box. Had one get in there as well, but haven't been able to get a shot off. They're going to get one here. Looks like it was deflected on the way, so it's going to be an easy grab by the goalkeeper. Not much of a threat there, but a bit of a test early, just getting a shot off. See if they can have a better performance than the last time these two faced.
Staying with them early. Got to keep them out. But so far on the ball, they've looked pretty comfortable despite the changes. It's not a bad start.
Definitely not a bad start. It's going to be a game that is pretty important for the standings as this WPSL season is starting to close. A win here for the Rangers would put them in pretty close contention with the #1 spot with the same team. Vale, as they're now rushing forward. Defense closing for Vale. Going to go to this left wing with Rodriguez. Tries to get it towards the center. Opportunity closer towards gets the deflection right in the middle of the box, but too soft and right at the goalkeeper. So another save there for Vale.
And points are one thing, but when you're playing a big team like this, just confidence of winning that head-to-head and what it could do for the standings too is just another huge confidence booster that, you know, of course the Rangers just won a big game. Maybe they don't need that, but, you know, just to have that, hang it over Vale, kind of 1-1 on the season, just absolutely huge again for that mentality.
Yeah, the mental side of the game, maybe not as discussed as the physical side, but just as important. I mean, the Rangers, as a club and organization, have a lot of momentum coming with the big UPSL wins that have been coming, especially the one yesterday, of course. They're going to find themselves in California in just 2 weeks. But they've got a lot of big wins under their belt. I know not a lot of players on the field were a part of that big victory, but just as a club, you've got to feel that energy. And with the few players that were present yesterday and are present today, you've got to expect that they're going to come with a little more energy and a little more pep in their step after what was one of, if not the biggest wins over their careers. Vale pushing in, tries to get the cross in. It's going to sail way up and over behind the goal into the trees. Goal kick coming.
And the team they just beat the other day, I believe they were pretty high up in their conference, if not top as well. So Rangers have been playing some really good competition recently and coming out on the better side.
Vale with an opportunity there. Takes the shot, goes wide left. Whitaker with the dive, not necessary, but still there. Gonna keep the goal kick close. It goes far out of play. Midfield throw for Vale coming as they've added some pressure of their own. Trying to shift the momentum a little bit their way. Second throw going to come a little, about 3 or 4 steps closer. Out in the air a couple times. Look like the Rangers are going to come on the counter. Try to find the open man on this left wing. Ends up intercepted. Now open man on the right wing for Vale. Gets the cross in. Finds a player trying to get the shot off. Surrounded by 2 defenders. Takeaway from the defense. Ends up back with Vale. Knocked away once more. Still Vale's ball.
Vale doing a really good job early of just moving the ball quickly, just making quick decisions. And, by the time Central Park gets to the ball, gets the player rather, it's already gone. It's been good skill from them. And
player goes down. Whitaker moves towards the shot. Ends up behind her and out of play, way off.
A trickery on that left side as well. Just got one player to go down. It looked, could have been a foul. Could have just been a little trickery, but almost a goal in the end. Kind of in between a cross or a shot. Again, it's just out of play, and now it's Vale possession once again.
Just over 10 minutes elapsed so far here at Roosevelt Island. There's a lot of Red Army possession early on. Didn't get too many shots off. Vale now with the cross into the box. Ends up rolling all the way into the corner. One-on-one opportunity. Looks like it's going to go the Rangers' way. So the throw came in for Vale now, actually. They're going to reset at the center of the field. Now drive in. Pass a little errant. Rangers try and take an opportunity away there. Vale now with a cross in front of the goal. Ends up cleared. Tries to fight in between two defenders. Not going to win that battle.
And just a couple close ones for Vale now. Starting to get a little closer to that goal. Just pretty good defense in the box, though, from the Rangers. Just kind of limiting the striker's ability to wind up and get a really good shot off. In the end, it's tame enough, easy for the keeper to handle if he can even get it towards goal.
Rangers not going to have a throw now on their side of midfield, and Vale has certainly looked better in the past couple minutes, kind of taking over this game a little as the Rangers started with a lot of possession. We haven't really seen anyone test the keeper too much. A couple grabs from either side, but no real shots that desperately were in need of a save. Rangers now going to look to maybe see if they can change that. Center of the field, takes the shot left foot right into the keeper's arms. Didn't even have to move to grab that one.
A good sign there for the Rangers, you know. Kind of had a tough string of possession there, but, you know, at least just put something on goal, make Vale not feel completely safe or take them off of ease. Just kind of big for them to just stay in this one. In trouble just building up and getting on their own back, but it's kind of been Vale who've been playing good possession so far and creating the chances.
Still tied 0-0 here at Roosevelt Island. Home match for the Rangers. Facing off against the #1 team in the conference, Vale SC. Vale now putting a lot of pressure on this Rangers defense. It's been cross after cross into the box. It's going to go out of play now, Rangers way.
A big giveaway there now, and Rangers maybe a chance to go forward, try to go quickly. Taken back by Vale.
It's been a little tough for the Rangers to string some good passes together. As tackle there, fighting for the ball. Players down on both sides. Looks like it's going to be a Vale free kick coming. Just past midfield. Pretty good opportunity on this set to see if they can do anything with it. Lots of players, lots of numbers in the box. Seems like their plan is going to be send it in, see what happens. Gets sent in, finds the Rangers first, dies right on the spot in the box, going to get cleared. Vale's still going to keep it. Right down the middle, it's going to be a whistle blown. Looks like the referee's talking to a Ranger player, not sure what for. but it's going to be a break here for the time being. Just over 17 minutes elapsed, and going to be a little time for both sides. We'll be right back with the rest of first half action in just a little bit. Heading back onto the fields, getting ready for the rest of half number one. About 20 minutes here.
Yeah, just a good hydration break for both teams to kind of talk things over. Vale's going to want to play the way they're playing. Rangers want to get the midfield a little bit more involved. I think also sometimes when they've won the ball back, maybe they look forward a little bit too early and just kind of lose it immediately, is what I've noticed. They do have some numbers, but sometimes you'd rather just take the time and the ball rather than force things.
The cross towards the middle, missed entirely by Vale. Gonna end up rolling all the way out of play. That one's gonna go off Vale, so it's gonna be another throw. It's been a slow one here to start. Rangers gonna push ahead. It's gonna be the Vale defense now tested, trying to win possession back. And a lot of fighting at midfield, a lot of short, tough possessions. Vale looking like the better squad at the moment.
Part of it I wonder though is that the Rangers have rotated a lot today, and maybe not all these players have played game minutes together as much, so maybe the chemistry is off a little bit too. I wonder how much of a factor that could be.
That one's gonna end up out of play. Looks like a corner coming for Vale. Now foul, looks like free kick for the Rangers. Fakes the kick. Put some players in motion. Now going to take it center of the field. It's going to get jumped in front of by Vale. Now they're in motion. Tries to get it into this right wing. Going to end up out of play.
Some movement's kind of coming on the wing here too for Vale. That's a good tackle there. Kind of the better so far. A couple of good moves, but nothing solid for either team.
We really haven't seen any big tests for either side. It's been very even so far, as this one's going to get sent towards the box, but going to get deflected off the Rangers. They're going to try and win it back, but it's going to end up with Vale instead. It's just been a pretty slow start for both teams. There's nothing that's shown that's going to really be a spark plug for either side. Rangers, they're going to keep their pressure across the whole field. Make sure Vale doesn't get any rest.
The Rangers doing a good job so far. Kind of frustrating Vale defensively. Of course, Vale has had better possession and a couple more chances, but they haven't really been able to make anything with it. All here they come down the left wing.
Some good moves trying to move forward. It's going to end up out of play behind the goal. Looks like it's going to be the first corner of the match coming from Vale on that left side. Player's going to load the box. Lots of motion. Kick comes in high. Rangers going to be the first to touch it. Heads it away. Vale going to keep the possession going. Back towards the center of the field again. Headed off by the Red Army. Looked more like a shot rather than a cross. Ends up dribbling way to the right of the post and out of play. Goal kick for Widger.
To go short here. Kind of trapped in that corner though. Bell's done a really good job of pressing the issue, and I believe they just won the ball back on that right side. At a pretty high line here, and kind of just been able to keep the Rangers where they want them.
Yeah, kind of awkward to go close with that goal kick when you had so many Vale players still in the area and you knew that they've been kept keeping a lot of pressure. Another shot coming, gonna sail over the goal. So another goal kick gonna be coming. Looks like they'll go along with this one. Vale gets the first touch, the Rangers the second. Trying to move past midfield for the first time in what's felt like quite a while, but Vale, they've been relentless, holding on to possession forcing the Rangers to play how they want. Tries to get the touch there, ends up in the air. Past midfield, but don't have nearly the numbers needed. Still trying to make a move. Tackle there. Still trying to hold on to it on the ground, commits the foul.
It was a pretty good move by the Rangers, though, just kind of recognizing the space and taking it quickly. You know, they've been kind of playing on the counter last 2 games, really. This game kind of being forced to because of the high line of Vale. It's a good sign of things to come if they could just put that pressure. And I like that they learned from their mistake a little bit, chose to go long on that goal kick and just kind of go over that initial press. Maybe that's part of the outlook for the rest of the game too.
Strong throw from the Rangers. Still trying to formulate something and keep Vale from having this continuous pressure. Vale thought the throw was theirs. It's the Rangers instead. They'll take their throw at midfield. Finally have some more numbers forward, looking to do something here. Excellent ball through, lots of players in, takes the shot into the goalkeeper's arms once more. Seems like every shot they've put on target just is exactly where the goalkeeper is positioned. Intercepts that pass though. Another shot here, right in front of the box. Tries to get past her defender, ends up with the deflected ball. It's gonna just get knocked out of play. Rangers maybe with a momentum swing here. Trying to create something, get some good passes going. Vale, though, been pretty locked down on the defensive side. Wins the one-on-one. Down the middle of the field, bit of miscommunication there. Wanted that in for a shot close to the net, but striker darting to the left instead. Misses the mark. About 30 minutes elapsed here, so a bit more than a third of the way through this evening's match. Still tied 0-0. Vale on this left wing. Darts back, hands it off. Even further back, going to lose the handle. It'll end up out of play. It's signaled, I believe, to go the Rangers' way. No, it's going to be a Vale throw. Ends up at the feet of the Rangers, though. Now back with Vale, really using this left side.
Another goal kick for the Rangers. I wouldn't be super shocked to see them go long here. Looks like a couple subs come in and out.
They stay short with it and immediately lose it on an intercepted pass. Going to get it back, but still a lot of pressure from Vale. They've been relentless, keeping a lot of their players deep to do exactly this, apply pressure, force mistakes. Got possession for half a second, lost it, but still very capable of getting it right back. And looks like they will right here.
And the Rangers are a team that loves to build up and play short, but when a team like Vale or another high-pressing team is kind of essentially doubling you from your own half, it's so hard to do that
And I think that it's just kind of rushing the Rangers as we see there too. Another rushed pass forward. It's just kind of tilting them a little off balance.
Through ball, Vale trying to get to it first. They will, but targeted quickly. Doubled, open space, takes the shot and just off the wrong side of her foot. Had a really good look there to curve that into left side, but ends up to the right of the post instead.
Yeah, you're right, Derek. Lots of space there on the edge of the box. Kind of where you would want to be as a striker, but just kind of made a mess of it. Maybe rushed the shot or kind of a miss hit, really. And it's another chance to reset for the Rangers as we see them slow things down a little bit.
I'm sure they'd love to play a little slower, but it's been tough. We've talked about the Vale press quite a bit. It's been extremely effective, just hasn't led to a goal just yet. None for either side. It's been a lot of fighting at midfield. A lot of build-up on the Vale side.
Better pressure to just kind of not allow Vale to get in the midfield, kind of forcing them wide, and the Rangers will prefer it that way. They can kind of trap them there, stop them from playing through the middle. Both teams have kind of had some trouble playing through the midfield today. I'd like to press and be physical in some sense, but two teams that play at a completely different pace as well.
Good move, trying to get it through. A little too hard on it. Gonna end up behind the goal. So another goal kick.
A really good turn there and a pretty good run, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. Just a little bit too much on that one, but another good move for the Rangers. They look to just get on the ball and threaten the Vale goal just a little bit more.
Through ball. Vale chasing after. It's going to be knocked out by a Rangers defender instead. Vale, another opportunity here, trying to put that into the top right corner. Either that shot or too high for a cross, but ends up as a goal kick either way.
You're just still trying to go short. Like they got a little bit more space now. More players in midfield, maybe a tactical change. It looks like pushing Erica up a little bit as she gets on the ball and moves it towards the left wing. It's a good looking move here.
Throw coming in. Rangers and Vale kind of moving the same direction. The Red Army, they're wanting to reset. Vale obviously trying to push forward. Joseph at midfield. Barely gets it off, but misses her target. Ends up with Vale. Good touch there. Moving towards the goal. Blocked by Widger. And snagged. Rangers with a little more time here and an opportunity to build up a little more. Tries to go to that right wing, ends up with Vale. Takes it back though, and right back to work on this right wing. Making sure to stay on side here towards the box. Vale deflects it. No one in the area to contest. Now some pressure at the middle of the field, back on this right wing. Center of the field. Gets her defender to miss. Straight up in the air, pop up. Hits the ground first, Vale clearing. Rangers gonna let it roll all the way out of play. They're gonna get a throw on their side of midfield.
Some good pressure there, just kind of testing the Vale defenders. I like those crosses in the box as well. Sometimes they're just about kind of causing chaos there and seeing what happens. And Vale doing a good job just kind of getting it out of play for now. But I think it's kind of slowing down, which say plays a little bit more to how the Rangers like to play. And today could kind of be about pace that both these teams kind of want to play, and the contrast between that, I think.
Misplayed pass there. Vale back on the run. Whitger sends it far, ends up at the feet of Vale, so they're going to have some more possession, and they quickly get it forward. Through into the corner. Players down. No call. Ball's going to end up with the Rangers. Still trying to hold on to possession. There's still a lot of Vale pressure.
They're still down on that left side of the field. Don't want any injuries at this stage of the season.
Definitely not, where each win means so much, and each player can mean so much to each win. Went down on a tackle at the far side. Still down after quite a while. A lot of players and the referee checking on her. Players for both sides getting called in. Might be a bit of a break here. We'll step away. Hoping it's not too serious of an injury. So we're not going to step away. She'll get up on her feet.
That's a great sign.
Very good,
Always
but
love it when you're able to.
definitely good to be able to walk it off as she'll make her way to the bench on her own. Obviously going to get a substitution. After that bit of a break, looks like the Vale pressure is coming now, but it was a bit slow to start with kind of the awkward restart of play. So The Rangers a little bit more time than normal to scrape something together before this half comes to a close.
Possibly some extra time as well to be added on. The couple breaks that we've had.
The hydration break and that small injury delay, the ones to note. We're about 43 minutes here. Still nothing. Top two teams in this conference. Vale with the cross towards the middle. Rangers going to clear. But Vale, they're going to take it right back. Sends a shot that goes less over the goal than I first thought, and I believe Widger with the same thought sailed just over the net, although it seemed to be going way over. But nonetheless, ends up behind the goal. Goal kick, they're going to keep it close, although I think they've had more success going long with the goal kicks.
Yeah, but you do know Rangers' identity kind of is more about playing it slow. Good move there down the left wing.
Really good move to find some
Kind of
space.
stick with that route.
Tries to hand it off, but Vale saw it as it happened and gets the clear off. Didn't really get enough on that back heel. It's going to stay with the Rangers. Vale coming with pressure. Left wing. Gets the cross off. No one in the area. Ends up going out of play behind the goal. It's going to be yet another kick coming from Widger. But there's not going to be one, as that'll be the half. Not much extra time added. But in a pretty uneventful first half between two top teams. Didn't see many tests of the goalkeeper. Saw a lot of long possessions and a lot of pressure, but just not really much to come for it.
No, but as the half kind of went on, it looked like maybe Vale tired out a bit, and to the same point, the Rangers were kind of able to slow things down and get into the game. Yeah, another close second half here coming up.
That's right. We'll have second half action right here as we go into that second half in a little bit. Still tied 0-0. Central Park Rangers, Red Army, Vale SC in just a little bit. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Central Park Rangers soccer is the second half is set to begin. Still tied 0-0 after a first half that was uneventful and a little slow. Not too much going on the field. Looking to see
Interesting words from the coach at halftime. I talked about, the way that Vale was marking the players and how he kind of wants them play and receive despite the pressure. I kind of expect us to get a little bit more of Central Park playing through midfield and through the pressure in the second half.
as we are now underway. The Rangers again, they're in white, moving left to right now. In red, Vale SC moving right to left, so swapping, of course, for half. And the Rangers looking to have a better half. And Matt, very interesting, the words from Coach that he wanted them to keep playing through the pressure when this Vale pressure has been pretty effective as we get an early shot here. It's going to be offline, but grabbed by the keeper.
I think part of his point was that in the first half they kind of fell victim to the man marking of Vale in more of getting out of their normal game. And so I guess they want to test it, and I think that's pretty smart. And just try to play the game that the Rangers like to play.
Yeah, sometimes it is better to play to your strength rather than try and exploit a weakness. Saw a shot from there in retaliation from the Rangers. Grabbed by Whittier on the fly.
One of the keys here, as we're talking about, is the kind of pace difference of both these teams. Rangers, ideally, they kind of want to slow things down and dictate the game. Vale is a little more fast-paced. I want to win the ball in better areas for them.
Vale quickly moving down the field, gets that one in the box. Going to be called offside. Grabbed by Whittier anyway on the shot, but mistake there from Vale. Ball in the middle of the field, contact there, forces Vale back. Good touch there. Moving down the left wing. Rangers defense locked in a little bit. Trying to move back down the field. Vale, though, gonna get it right back, gonna reset. Takes the long ball, goes on the left side instead. Vale with some good ball movement here. Center towards the middle of the field. Try to turn around, get a shot off. Gets it off, but to the right side.
thing that's been kind of disappointing is that whenever Vale has gotten a shot up, it's been pretty tame. To be honest, it's pretty easy for the goalie to follow. And I had a couple more chances, but they're the ones today who are kind of struggling to be clinical with them. Might bite them in the back later. Who knows?
Still a long way to go in this one. Still 0-0. Moving on the field, the Rangers putting their pressure on still. It's been high pressure for both sides. Really not any rest given. Center of the field, good touch, some space. Whitger's gonna grab that off the ground. There's been some good looks and some pretty quality shots here, just not quite good enough to really test the keepers too much. Pretty easy save so far here.
No, absolutely. The shots have been pretty easy. I don't want to see something that tests the goalie on either side. I can't really say that either have been especially tested on either side. Kind of good defense from both teams, I suppose, for that matter. Kind of made it hard on the other team as well. A couple of those plays just getting close to Vale and a tough time, although a couple of good moves and they moved down the wing.
Try and get a cross off. They'll take the shot directly. Again, ends up with Whitger. Tries to get off the rebound, Vale, but Whitger's able to come back out and grab it. It's a little dangerous there, but again, shot right at her. Ends up in her hands.
Well, rash passes as well in the final third. The Rangers have been giving it right back to Vale so easily. Just forcing a couple things.
Jumps that pass, got some open room. Waiting for team to catch up, gets sandwiched between two red jerseys. Vale's now on the counter. Really good ball there. Just Whitger in front. She comes out of her post, tries to get the tackle, balls escape. Another shot here, open net. Defender right in front, keeps it there. Whitger gets back to her post.
Beautiful ball that was to get Vale through on goal, but I just waited way too long, got past the keeper, and then I suppose the Rangers did a good job shutting it down with their defense, but it's kind of hard to believe they didn't get a shot off there.
Yeah, I mean, Whitger was out of position after she came out to get that ball. So they had essentially an open net, just one defender standing there, obviously. Can't use anything but your feet in that situation as we have a player slowly getting off the field for the Rangers. Gonna need a substitution for her, but basically an open net for Vale. Just a dribbler they send and easily, quote-unquote, saved by the defensive player rather than the goalkeeper. I mean, anything in the air is going to be pretty hard for them to save, but Bit of a missed opportunity there for Vale.
Absolutely, but they've been the aggressor coming out of the second half. I have a couple more chances, but they're not able to finish. Kind of some good trickery on either wing. Trying to go long, but cut out by the Rangers this time. Another chance to counter, but choose to slow things down.
Vale holding the majority of the possession here. Not able to do anything with it just yet. You know, the Rangers on the counter haven't been too successful in their attempts. It's been just a slow offensive game.
Rangers kind of struggling to get for their own half, though, at the moment, really. Partially because of the press, partially just maybe some misplaced passes and moving too quickly, in my opinion, you know. Put it back immediately, looking forward, and a lot of times Vale has just kind of been in the right spots. I wonder if the pressure has something to do with it, or if it's just more of a chemistry or Rangers issue, if you will.
Still 0-0. More than 56 minutes elapsed here. Vale trying to go right down the middle. Isn't able to get a great handle on the ball. Rangers gonna swarm, get that back. Tries to send it through. Gonna be another easy reset for Vale SC. Really not too many opportunities to score here. That one's going to get sent through. Looks like the goalkeeper's going to get there before anyone else can. A little too much on it.
Once again, though, Derek just kind of forcing that ball. Rather play to feed and kind of wait for teammates to arrive. Instead, Vale gets a chance to reset and he get a good chance to go long here.
Keeping the pressure up, but the Rangers able to come away with it, but intercepting the pass. They'll jump that one. Go into the left corner. It's going to get knocked away. Going to stay with Vale. Going to be a throw. Immediately knocked back out. Again, going to be a Vale throw.
There's a really struggle to hold possession here. They've gotten it back a good amount of times, been able to make a couple of good tackles, but once they have it, not really able to keep it.
Rangers on the counter. Try and get it through, but again, just too much on that through ball. It's been a lot of forcing on these plays. Just not able to do much with it at that point. Defense forced to kick it out of play. It's going to be another throw, just other sideline. Kind of an awkward touch there. Straight down the middle of the field. They'll get tripped up there. Widger goalkeeper dives after, tries to get it.
Like a penalty shout there, although the referee didn't give it. It went down a little too easily, or a little bit of ball in that tackle that we didn't see. Why it's going to be a corner, but another good chance that Vale's been kind of able to something of a breakaway. Good enough defense to keep it out, but more signs of danger. Vale.
Gonna keep it close. In the box, tries to get the shot off. Deflected out of play.
Rangers just kind of sitting back a little bit now. Gone is the press that we're used to. It's kind of changing their game a little bit again today. Likely because of the situation, but you know, earlier in this in the second half, it looked like they were starting to get things going, possession, kind of able to slow things down, and now Vale has kind of reaffirmed themselves in this game, I would say.
I think a lot of the struggles of this Rangers offense likely coming from newer players, maybe haven't seen much playing time, maybe haven't seen much playing time together. Maybe not used to the strategies that they're trying to use against a really tough opponent, because even with the normal team that the Rangers send out there, lost earlier in the season, it was always going to be a tough match, but having a shorter team definitely not helping in the moment.
A lot of players kind of behind the ball here. Somewhat of a low block. Been good enough for now for the Rangers to keep it scoreless, but if Vale keeps up this pressure, the question more just how long will it take?
Gonna be a corner coming on that right side. Playing very defensively now. The Rangers, it's kind of odd given how much time is still left and the score. Vale gonna try and get a shot off, gonna sail way past that top left corner.
Shift it out wide. Has to go long, but cut out again by Vale. A chance to go forward. Send to the center.
Fighting through the pressure, tries to get the shot off deflected. Gonna be a tackle and a foul there just outside the box, and a really good opportunity with a free kick for Vale. Finally break this scoreless tie.
Free kick in a fantastic area. Top of the box. The Rangers currently only going with about 2 people in this wall, so really go to either side. Expect Vale to go for a goal from this distance. It's really good distance. Give it a shot. See what they do here.
4-man wall. Everyone else positioned on the right side of the box. Kick comes in, goes to the top right corner. Misses it high by a couple feet, and that'll bring us to a hydration break here at the home of the Rangers. Over 65 minutes elapsed. We're still tied 0-0. We'll be right back with the second half in just a little bit. Welcome back as both teams will retake the field. Gonna have a goal kick coming for the Rangers as we saw the free kick from Vale sail over the goal. About 70 minutes.
Hydration break.
After the hydration break, about 71 minutes here. Already done, so not too much time left for these two teams, and we're still scoreless.
Yeah, hydration break, just a good chance to also talk together as a team. Intrigued to see if any major changes at this point in the game. They may just try and suffer and see if they can find a goal on the counter if you're the Rangers. Vale, just keep doing what you're doing and you'll get opportunities. Just got to put them away. Free kick here for Central Park.
Free kick coming off a yellow card from Vale. That one gets bounded straight into the air. Vale's going to reach it, but the Rangers on the rebound. See if maybe they can work with this possession a little bit, but Vale's going to get a clear off. Pressure quickly coming. Long ball straight down the middle. Rangers get a head on it. Vale still chasing after it. They're going to let it go so they can get a throw deep in the Rangers' third.
They're looking to push forward and in the middle, a lot of space here. Let's go past one, but ball's down. Looks like it'll be a free kick, another promising area for Vale.
Yeah, another bad foul from the Rangers. It's as close to nearly a penalty as you can get without it being a penalty. Just outside the box.
Dangerous foul to give away for sure. See if they can do any better on this try. Looks like it'll be a different free kick taker.
Nearly every player for the Red Army lined up on that wall. Not much space to work with if you're taking this kick. There's a blown kick coming in. Straight into the wall. Vale with the rebound gets another shot off. It's going to go wide right. So the Red Army escape once again unscathed.
Just barely getting out of these long periods of pressure. Vale getting closer and closer, but Rangers doing good enough to make it hard for Vale to get through, kind of just frustrating them and staying packed, especially whenever Vale gets in the box. From the Rangers, have just been so off going to that final third, especially in the second half, just kind of unable to get their actual amount of passes together. And Vale, on the other hand, is just continually pushing forward, looking for that first goal of the game, try and break the deadlock.
Got a good chance here, takes the shot, tries to tip it in on the runner. Isn't quite able to get a good touch on it. Ends up dribbling out of play. It's going to be another goal kick.
maybe the best chance of the game there for Vale. Could have been a shot in the far corner. Should have been a goal on the tip. But nonetheless, the Rangers get away once again.
Wins the ball back. Rangers trying to maneuver through this Vale pressure. Vale trying to get a shot off. Maybe a cross. Either way, ends up out of play.
Another goal kick that will go short for the Rangers. They try to continue to build out of their back. Build-up has been okay, but once they get to that midfield, the in between and the final third is kind of faltered. You see once again just trying to transition player to player, give it away again, and good pressure this time, but I've been unable to trap Vale on the wing and a couple of open space in the middle as we see here. And able to pass around, pick and choose where they go. Really good ball movement, but still nothing to show. Still 0-0 on that scoreboard. That's what matters most.
Yeah, we can talk about how much possession Vale has had and how they've appeared to play quite a bit better than the Rangers this evening, but here's a really good shot. Here goes off the top bar. I was about to say that the only thing that matters is the 0-0 on the scoreboard as Vale nearly made it 1-0. Just a hair too high.
This time off the crossbar, I mean, how close can you get there? It's a really good movement to press the defender. Just too much on that ball.
Rangers still with a lot of fight in them. Trying to win the ball back. They're not applying too much pressure into the Vale third. Got a good opportunity here at the corner of the box. Quickly getting surrounded. A lot of force. Get knocked away by Vale. Steals it back as well. And now countering, moving the other way. Tons of open field. Tries to center the fields. Blocked by the Rangers. No. They have a little bit of momentum the other way. But inaccurate pass there ends up at the feet of the goalkeeper.
Giving away again, they keep looking for these line-breaking passes, but they're just not there. Vale's done a good job of closing the space between the fullback and the center back, and just kind of a wasted opportunity to just, play it simple, play it wide there.
Good job by the Rangers there, forcing that to go all the way out of play off of Vale. Stays close with the goal kick again. It's been a pretty repetitive cycle for the Rangers. They'll get a foul there and a free kick on their side of midfield. It's them keeping close with the goal kick, and then they end up at midfield trying to get it through, but put too much on their through ball. And then Vale comes the other way. Now a little bit of change in their repetition. Gets the free kick. And sent long. Vale's going to get the first couple touches on it. Down the center of the field. Just to go to the wing. Gets jangled up in the feet of a defender. Fighting on that far sideline. Rangers gonna come away with it. Sprinting down the wing. Falls from the tackle. It's gonna go Vale's way. Final 10 minutes here.
Both teams kind of running out of time. Sure. Any big moves left here? Any big chances? Your team. Any goal now? Surely the winner.
With how this game has been played, surely one goal could end it. Maybe with a chance here. Good ball, but not a great ball. Rangers gonna interrupt that session there. Counter of their own, maybe. Right down the center, but not a good touch. They're really quick to get rid of it. Try and get back on the attack. Some contact there.
Middle now they have options, but right back to the Rangers. Right back to Vale, which just go wide. A rough tackle there. Hawks, but it's like nothing given for now.
Very rough behind the goal. This Vale player is down. Players surrounding a referee standing on the side. Most players leaving the field. Looks not great from our point of view. We're going to step away. Hope that she's okay and she can get up on her own, but trainer's going to come out, check on her. We'll be right back. welcome back as the Vale player down behind the goal. Seems to be okay, got up, left the field, so gonna resume here. Goal kick coming. Rangers again, they're gonna keep it close. Vale with a little more pressure. Rangers gonna try and get a clear off, sends it down, and another Rangers player seems to be down. A lot of players today falling, going down on the field. And that's going to be the game. They're going to call it right there. As the Central Park Rangers, Red Army, and Vale SC, their second matchup of the WPSL season ends in a draw. 0-0 as neither side, neither offense really any big chances to score a goal. Just resulted in a game that saw Vale with a lot of possession, just weren't able to do much with it.
A rough one out. Players not off the field yet. It's possible they continue. The referee just kind of getting upset at the physicality of the game, and it's gotten pretty physical towards the end here.
So never mind, we're still gonna keep playing jump the gun there a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why the referee whistled like that. If we were going to continue play, I think maybe tried to stop the game and then he wanted to play. I'm not quite sure, but here we go. 1 minute left.
Some free soccer here as these two teams still trying to come across with a goal. Just about at the 90-minute mark. So likely not too much time left here this evening. Rangers with possession. Deep in Vale's third. Trying to hold on to it, but seems like Vale's going to go the other way.
Yeah, just winning it back so quickly once again. It's been such a key for them. They've had a lot of the chances, and they've really been doing a great job of restricting the Rangers, and a lot of it has been because of that. And press as they're on the box here, trying to shape something up.
Trying to cross it back towards the middle. Falls behind the sideline in the process. Ends up with the Rangers. They're trying to get out of their own backfield. Vale's going to take possession back. Corner of the box. Now in the center. Gets the shot off. Good position, but going to be saved anyway.
Easy enough for the goalie. Able to wrap that one up and send it long this time. Good touch there to bring it down. Good move, tries to hit 1-2, maybe go wide. It's a counterattack if they can play their cards right.
Tried to go wide with it, but missed the mark. Two minutes extra so far.
More time left. Vale trying to move quickly.
Center
Vale
of the
going wide
field,
now.
got some open space, gets the shot off the crossbar and back in play. Center of the box. I think Vale wanting to say it went in.
Another shot on the crossbar for Vale, just painfully close to scoring multiple times. Unable to find that winner.
Still in play, still in the box. Vale still with a chance here, trying to get it centered. Trying to turn around, get that shot off. Surrounded, eventually cleared. Rangers just trying to survive at this point.
Absolutely.
And that will finally be the end of the match. And just to be sure, that should 100% be the end of the match. Those should be the final whistles, as I can't say for sure this time that this game has ended in a 0-0 draw between the Central Park Rangers, Red Army, and Vale SC. Saw a little more drama after my first outro. Vale with that second top crossbar shot that came back into play. But still, these teams, neither of them able to score. Both get a point, but not the outcome that I'm sure either of these teams were looking for. Just slow offenses all around.
No, but I think to some degree the Rangers will be relieved. I mean, Weiss, they'll hit the crossbar. A couple other really good chances that they just weren't able to finish. So I think the Rangers will feel a little bit happier with the result, and Vale maybe a little bit aggrieved, a little bit regretful of the chances they missed at the end of this game. But like you said, a point to share, a point all the same. Can't get too mad at that.
Absolutely, point for both sides. And for Matt Lebov, I have been Derek Bullier saying so long. And good luck to the UPSL Central Park Rangers Red Army team. They'll head to California in 2 weeks and play in the championship. Not next weekend, but the one after that. So again, good luck to them, and have a good night, everybody.